Welcome one and all, I'm Decoy, back with another Decoy builds, and I went a little bit crazy this time, which, generally speaking, is the right direction for me to go when building, because I took the ships that they had in the atomic shop a completely weird way, but I personally, I love it. Though I do kind of hate the boats simply for the fact that the way Bethesda designed them, they don't float. And what good is a boat that doesn't float? It's freaking stupid. But either way, I dealt with the stupidness and made something nice out of it. So this first boat would be my export ship. So this is where all the goods come that are going out. And of course, we've got a mix between, a hot air balloon type of thing going on. Then we've got propellers. And that's partially because there is no way that balloon section would support the weight of the ship. So, kind of thinking that the propellers help to offset that. Now, I did make sure the cockpit areas for both flying boats were similar but slightly different, because that matters. Now, one thing that does kill me about this boat in particular is we are missing one propeller. So, story-wise, that broke off during flight, darn near took someone's head off, pandemonium. But in reality, the ship is just sitting at this weird angle to where to put that last propeller on, I'd have to move the entire ship because that little area is just barely out of bounds. So, rather than fight with that, we'll just say it broke off during flight. I mean, that seems plausible enough. Though I do kind of wish I could have one of those fans, but kind of tipped on its side a little bit so I could lean it up like they were working on it. Now over here we have our general store of sorts with all sorts of random crap thrown throughout it. I mean, realistically, a bunch of my budget ended up within this structure alone. Because if you're going to decorate and make it feel somewhat lived in, you have to go a bit overboard. It's gotta be a little bit cluttered. And it's a weird balance. You gotta be cluttered, but not too cluttered. And, there's something interesting hidden in this room. I wonder if anybody catches a little reference in here. I guess only time will tell.
Don't look so gloomy, friend.
I wouldn't be surprised if everybody missed what I was going for. Anyways, continuing on. This little room right here. I figured I'd set up a little spot where I could cook and whatnot. Occasionally, the general store will sell some food-related goods. Now, working our way back to this dock. Now we're going to head on to the complete boat, ship, flying whatever. Now, this one does have a mannequin, but unfortunately, because of budget, that was the only mannequin I could put in the entire freaking camp. But this one is a little bit more heavily decorated. It does have all of its propellers. Pretty nice view looking off the edges. And I tried to tuck things here and there and everywhere. I think it gives it that, more lived-in feel. And then, of course, the cockpit over here, slightly different than the cockpit in the other ship. And then, of course, we got random storage on top. So, overall, I think the ship's turned out pretty darn nice, other than that one fan kind of annoying the crap out of me. Or really, maybe I just blame Bethesda that, the boat doesn't float. So I can't just put it wherever I want. I gotta do an optical illusion to make you think it's flying when it's really not. So the outside of the trading building is slightly decorated, but nothing too crazy. Again, I was running out of friggin' budget. But that's pretty much the camp. I'll tell you what, hop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts on it. Or, if you think it sucks, by all means, tell me, hey, camp sucks. I'll be like, oh, okay, whatever, and then I ignore you, and life goes on. So that is my build. I'll tell you what, another thing, if you're interested in doing a camp build competition where you could earn atoms, hop down in the comments and let me know. And please remember to like, sub, and share. Later.